Hi everybody, and welcome to Monsterhearts Monday. I'm not turning on the volume of my players because they're being ridiculous, and I can't control them individually. See, it's funny because y'all are talking, and I can hear you, but they can't.
Always sucking up to the GM, Natalie.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm always
For the
on. What are you
record,
talking
only
about?
Caleb was being ridiculous. The rest of us were being angels.
It's true. I'm always an angel. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
I was
Terrible
casting
people and
ridiculous.
We deserve it. We need to pay the consequences for our actions.
Apparently we're not in the right spaces.
Yeah,
I
Kori
forgot
and
to
Crina
say.
are stepping.
Is that how we're fixing their relationship with a body swap episode?
No.
Ooh,
No.
Freaky Friday!
Oh god,
Freaky Friday!
I
Freaky
do not
Friday!
want Kori to have faith.
Alright, hold on, I'll fix it. Hold on.
That's scary.
Oh, the
Creamy,
music is
creamy.
still playing too.
Oh my gosh. Y'all have all the problems, don't you?
I'm
Okay.
just letting you know before we get too far, and then
So we just swap these two people, right?
Whoa.
Whoa, that was like way more
Well,
swap
the,
than
the
intended.
chat is telling us to do a body swap episode, so you
We're
can
not
just, like,
doing that.
bankroll that one, Brian.
Freaky Friday.
we'll do it for our. I don't
Crina,
know,
Kori,
mid-season
Wolfe,
special.
Donovan, Bridget, MC Brian. Okay, great.
That's you.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
me.
when you said MC Brian, I was just like, yeah, MC Hammer, MC Brian.
MC Escher.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a good
Ooh.
episode.
yeah. Let's do that
MC
episode.
Escher episode.
Every time I go downstairs, I wind up on the ceiling.
That's the Feywild right there. I already.
I went down the stairs. How did I end up on the roof?
You're drunk.
You drunk?
Hey
Oh, I
everybody out there
Oh.
in Honeybun Land. I heard a cool story today that there are new mugs in the store. If you check out the shop down below, I don't have one right now. This is an old mug. You can still get this kind of mug. It's a cool mug, but apparently there are Lumberjane mugs now.
Yes, the Lumberjane, the Gehenna Valley Lumberjane is now on like a variety of things. You can
pretty
get
cool.
like a wall tapestry and zipper pouches.
You get a
So-
wall tapestry?
Hell
Rob
yeah, you can!
That's
You said
kind
that,
of
he was like,
cool.
what?
That would be cool to like put like that, like right there, maybe. You know, when we're streaming. You know.
Ashley, do the command. I don't know what that one, but I
Oh,
know
it's
you know
sure.
it because you're
It's
a mod. So
I can do it.
Woo!
Come
There you
buy some
go.
stuff from
go buy
our
some
shop.
stuff and support us.
Boom.
I ordered a mug since I
That's
don't
right.
do t-shirts.
The professional streamer song. Thank you, Ninja Cat.
Professional streamers.
And yeah, that was a good plug.
Oh, we do trust. Yes.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. That was the big one. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, yuck. All right. On that note, let's talk about what happened last week, shall we? Talking about last week. This is the musical episode again.
Again.
Yeah, because sometimes we have musical episodes. The season 1 CD was awesome. We got to make sure the season 2 CD is just as good. You know.
Once more with
Yeah.
honey buns. That's what we're gonna call it.
What is Josh
Once
saying?
more with
Tell
honey-
us what Josh is saying. Come on. No?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
what
No,
is
I
Jocelyn?
was talking to him. I was asking him to do something for me. He wasn't saying anything to me.
Oh,
Come on
well,
screen and guest
boring.
star.
No. There's no room for him. I got like a
His
pillow
lap.
over here and like my dice over here. He can't possibly fit.
Or Josh.
Thank you.
Poor
Right.
Josh.
Oh, he brought a drink. How sweet.
No, he brought my wedding ring and my engagement ring.
Make sure while you're on camera, you show
You
this.
guys need to
That they
know.
know you're
I'm
taken.
married.
This
You
is
gotta-
locked down.
Otherwise, it's just, you should see me on Twitter. I get all these engagement proposals all the time now. It's
Oh,
crazy.
no.
To be fair, yes.
Anyway, last time on Gehenna Valley.
Valley.
Bridget naps on Crina, while Kori, Viridius, and Alistair throw ice cream cones.
Oh, that was a cute moment.
Donovan takes Wolfe to the woods to train with the dagger, then make love.
Giggity.
Kori and Crina also make love. What is this? What? You don't like the phrase?
I hate that phrase.
Okay,
Oh
let-
god, I hate it.
All right, we can fix it. Kori and Crina have sexual
Raunchy sex.
relations.
That's
You
better.
could just say sex.
Kori and Crina just say sex.
No, they have sex.
Kori
Imagine,
turns
like-
down Crina's vague promise afterwards.
You're learning.
It's okay, I still win.
Donovan, Crina, Kori, and Alistair discuss the treaty that exists between the Fae King and the family. And they had breakfast.
And then Kori ruined breakfast.
How did Kori ruin breakfast?
Oh, by the way, just bite me, yo.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He
I didn't mark
offered
that part
reciprocal
down.
breakfast.
Sorry.
Gross.
He cares about you, Donovan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crina and Alistair just like,
Mix Thunderbird gives detention slips to Kori, Crina, Bridget, and Dixie. Kori goes, "What is this?" It was funny. Bridget is hungover. Saint Tabitha conjured the miracle of oyster crackers.
And Advil.
And
Oh, and Anvil. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was part of the miracle. I should have listened more clearly. Kori convinces Principal Javert to change this afternoon's detention to next week's hard labor. It's a weird school. I don't know. Donovan
But it was
goes to
dated
see Mr. Mulhair and yell at him for not having an anti-family plan. That sounds weird. We're talking about the vampire group known as the Family. Okay? When
Mr. Mulhair has definitely done family planning at the Y. He knows what to do.
I was thinking a cell phone plan, but that works too.
he also proves he can hypnotize him, but doesn't want to. Donovan learns that the Fae have been in the valley since its founding. He wrote a book about it. Kori gets new detention from Mr. Drake. Kori hits Mr. Drake while rejecting the detention. Bridget sees it and tells Donovan. Donovan asked, in fairness. Wolfe tells Mr. H that he's being abused by his father, Walt. Wolfe talks to the school counselor while Donovan waits outside. Mr. H stays with Wolfe for the first part of the conversation. Kori talks to the principal about his detentions, his new detentions. He explains how he is now living with Donovan. Principal Javert sends Kori to the counselor after lunch, and in exchange will consider lifting Kori's detentions. Kori, Bridget, Crina, and Kori. That's wrong. Kori, Bridget, Crina, and
Too many
Alistair get into a big discussion.
We can never have enough Koris. I think that's what was happening.
That's
right
what
now.
it
I
was.
knew there was disguise magic at play.
They get into a big discussion that becomes a fight over how Kori takes responsibility for his actions. Kori feels like he's being ganged up on and not getting credit for maturing. Alistair ends up punching Kori. Bridget joins the fight. It gets broken up. Alistair and Crina get sent to the nurse's office. Crina doesn't go. Bridget and Kori get escorted to the principal. What I don't mention there is that Donovan and Wolfe see the very end of that as part of a large crowd of students. So that is where we are. We have Kori and Bridget being escorted by Mr. Drake Kravitz to the principal's office. We have Alistair going to the nurse's office. We have Crina on the floor crying, and Donovan and Wolfe looking on along with the rest of the student body. Lunch is going to be ending any moment now, which should signal the beginning of gym class, which also has its own stuff going on. So we had some big drama last week, and we're going to get a little tiny bit of resolution this week and some other shenanigans, because I can never predict y'all. Here on Gehenna Valley. Let's check in with some people. Check in with Crina. Crina. You have 4 conditions, Crina. That's a lot. Is it?
It is.
Heir
It's the
to
most
the
I've ever
throne.
had.
Irresponsible, rude, and unsupportive. You've got some strings here. Let's see which ones we care about. You got 2 on Bridget, 2 on Kori, 2 on Alistair, 1 on Sebastian. It's pretty fun. You are working on your 3rd level up. You're not your darkest self. What do
Not
you
currently.
think? No. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I know you have a plan for the beginning of the scene. Is that still the case? Did you abandon your plan? Okay, good. So we're going to make sure we check in with you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. Then we have Wolfe Freeman. Wolfe, you have 3 conditions. You are not the leader in conditions any longer. You have dedicated, whipped, and prepared. Is that correct?
I mean, they're pretty good conditions as far as conditions go.
I'm not mad at them.
I ain't mad at them either.
No. You've got a string on Crina. It's vintage. You've got,
on the secondhand market, you could get a lot for that.
Yeah,
I gotta keep it forever.
Good thing we don't know how to sell strings.
Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of strings,
I
guys.
think you need the devil skin for that. You've got 6 strings on Bridget, 6 on Donovan. It's pretty good.
I'm all entrenched by myself with the 2 of them. Don't need them.
Don't need any other strings. Be like,
No.
boom, entrenched. You've got 1 XP towards your 2nd level up.
Yep.
Working on that.
Working
your
on
true love
it.
is Donovan.
For now.
For now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen.
Donovan took that personally, and I think he probably should.
Rob
It's
looks
about-
skeptical.
Well, it's not like Donovan has any strings on Wolfe, so I mean, what connection is there really?
I have all the power.
You can just focus on the 7 he fucking has on Kori.
We appear to be going in reverse condition order, as Kori also has 3 conditions.
Yes.
Inattentive, center of the universe, and bad boyfriend. Ouch.
Yeah.
Burn.
Things
Yeah.
he knows intimately well from last season as well, kind of, sort of.
He's got a string on Crina, a string on Wolfe, a string on Sebastian, a string on Dixie. He's got a couple of harm. 4 XP towards his 1st level up. Really, really just needs an XP here, folks. Really needs an XP. And he's not his darkest self. He looks cool with that sword, though.
Truth.
Truth.
Swords make you look cool, everyone.
And now we have Donovan. I'd call him the king of string, except a lot of these are just blank, so I don't know. I think he's overcompensating. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I just ran out of Thunderberk
Oh, okay.
and lost all the wolf to a good time in the woods, so
Oh, so that's new. It's
That's
new.
they'll
Not
come
my
back.
fault.
They'll come back soon, I think.
I like it.
For
so
now.
you get 7 on Kori, 1
Yeah.
on Crina, 5 on Mr. Walt Freeman, 1 on Sebastian, 1 on Mr. Mulhair. You've got 2 XP towards your 2nd level up, and you've got no conditions.
Nope.
Pretty exciting.
What?
And
Sometimes
finally,
Wolf just makes you feel beautiful and you lose all your conditions.
Yeah, I'm not a monster. I'm gonna go hurt people.
Sometimes you gotta hurt people.
I don't know
it's
if the chat is ready for this final person.
Yes.
Natalie's excited. She's doing a dance. Boom. It is Bridget Klein looking amazing. Bridget, who's your new artist? Tell us about this piece.
New art is by Katie Kawaguchi. You can find her online at _KidKatie. KIDKATI. She was a
love it.
pleasure to commission. I highly recommend commissioning her.
That art is back.
It's awesome. It's very lovely art.
I
I
love
like
it.
her jacket a lot.
I do
Yeah.
too. Those are good jackets.
Bridget looks like she's 7 feet tall. It's so great.
She does look very tall.
I love it.
She's taller than Kori.
Legs for days. Oh no, Corey's gonna be like 8 feet tall by the end of the week.
No.
Why is everyone getting so tall? I'll never grow up.
We all had our growth spurts.
She does look
Donovan.
amazing, bro. It's very
Wolf
The
just-
Bride.
Forever under 5 feet or under 6
Ooh,
feet. rather.
it is very The Bride.
Yeah.
It was very
Mm.
someone said it was very Kill Bill too, but I think
Mhm.
it's just the yellow.
She has some goth pants. She must have borrowed Dixie's pants.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, Leonhardt's belts.
Mhm.
She got into Dixie's pants, huh?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Always.
She actually just borrowed a belt from one of her moms and put them over her leg. They're
Hey,
gonna fall down any
yes,
second
closet
now.
goth.
accessories matter, everyone.
Yeah.
I love it.
She got the condition sheltered, which that doesn't look
Yeah, that picture does not reflect
match the
her.
new picture. We'll have to fix that at some point. She's got 1 string on Crina, vintage. 6 on Wolfe, 1 on Donovan, 2 on Dixie, 2 harm as well, and she is now working towards her 4th level up. She is the, I believe it's the rabbit. Is that the phrase?
We don't like what happens to rabbits. in this
No.
show.
And so, never mind. It's,
Like the tortoise and the hare?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's when in dog racing.
oh,
They
okay.
have a fake rabbit that goes around the track that encourages the dogs to run.
Ah,
And I guess when you run like track or cross country, I've heard this from my relatives who are runners. I don't go outside. What will often happen is they'll choose someone to be the rabbit, and they'll run in front, knowing they're not going to win, and they'll set the pace for a while, and then other people will go ahead of them towards the end. And they break the wind for the other people and help set the pace. But
Interesting.
But their stamina often will die down towards the end, and while the other people are going ahead.
unrelated. Can I just point out that between Wolfe and Bridget, they have 12 strings on each other? That's a lot
Yeah.
of
That's a
strings.
That's a lot of strings.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys should, like,
Maybe
I
we
don't know,
should start
hang out and
spending
spend
them.
some.
No,
Yeah.
I need
Maybe
them.
I can do some harm and then increase it.
Yeah, do it.
That sword looks hungry.
Ashley's so excited.
Hungry-looking sword. My goodness.
I mean, to be fair, Ashley's one dream for this show is for Bridget,
And,
Bridget to stab Wolfe or anyone
I
else.
think it's going to
Anyone,
be a
but she's
special
got a pretty
surprise
cool-
what I took for my level up this time. I don't know if you have plans.
Oh, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to wait?
We can wait.
Okay.
We can
Make it
wait
a
till it becomes
surprise.
apparent.
Until
Yeah.
yes, I like that.
Until it's relevant.
Yes. All right, cool. Well, let's just leave those viewers hungry, as it were. Oi. All right, let us jump into the game, shall we? I'm going to jump straight to the Crina show because Stephanie took a sip of her beverage. And no, that's not the reason why. It was just convenient. So Donovan and Wolfe are looking on as the group starts breaking up, going to their various places. Stephanie, you're crying on the... not Stephanie. Crina is crying on the floor. No, we're separating those, Rob. Stop it. Okay.
Cry on my bed or on my beautiful couch these days. I'm done before crying. I've progressed. I'm an adult now.
Yeah, if I would cry on the floor, my back's gonna hurt. You know?
I know. I paid a lot of money for this couch. It's gorgeous. That's where I'm
Use
crying.
it.
So we're crying on the floor, and do you even want to give the others opportunity to act, or do you want to
Yes.
jump straight into your instinct?
No, I want to. I'm gonna be there. I'm like sitting with my knees drawn up to my chest, like
Mhm.
like crying really hard into my knees, and I will be there until someone approaches me.
Okay, so we will give people the opportunity to act. Now, that is in no way me trying to pressure either Donovan or Wolfe into approaching Crina, because there's lots of directions they could go in. Donovan, Wolfe, how are you feeling? What you thinking?
Quick question. So
Yes.
it's just Crina on the floor, and there's like no one around her at all.
Well,
I mean,
there's like,
besides, like, the people who
essentially a
aren't-
big circle of students around her to an extent.
Yeah, but no one like directly interacting with her.
No, Mr. Drake had told her to go to the nurse, but then became focused on the people that he had to escort to the principal's office.
Okay, cool. Rob, you can say something if there was something you were gonna say.
I think Donovan would look to Wolfe and just almost immediately say, "We divide and conquer, Crina, and I'll take Bridget. I'll take Kori."
Yeah, and I think he's like yeah, and then he just like walks right over to Crina.
Yeah, and Donovan will head towards the front office and try to find where Kori is.
Okay, so Donovan's heading towards the office. Wolfe, what do you do?
I think he gets on the floor like right next to her, not literally right next to her, like not like he wants to be close enough so that it's clear that he's trying to be there for her, but he doesn't want to touch her without like he doesn't want to just like go and grab her, you know. So so he kind of crouches down on the floor next to her and he asks, "Hey, are you all right?"
No, I am not all right.
And I think at that outburst, he can I there's something I want to do, but I don't know if I can do it. So
Okay.
Brian, you help me answer
Okay.
this. So I want to gaze into the abyss, but because Wolfe is immortal,
Yeah.
would that require him to like do something? Like he can't just like intrinsically do it? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
What are you trying to figure out? That'll help us decide
The
how
best
you
way
could...
to comfort Crina.
Okay, so I think that could be you looking into your own emotional state. You know?
Okay.
You know Crina. You've interacted with Crina before.
Yeah.
You're
Once or twice.
that's you struggling out into the ether. Like, how do I pet this? You know, like I don't know.
Okay, cool. Then I would like to do that. I'm gonna roll. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay. 8
Sorry,
is
I was
a
thinking, I
number.
was like, if I could get a 10 by spending this vintage Crina string, but I can't, so.
No, a string is only worth 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that's a great. You know what that is? That is a great time to remind people that can't you get +1 from conditions?
Yes.
At least in my games.
If I can.
I don't remember if it's the case.
Embodying your own condition,
Yeah.
and or using someone else's condition against them,
Right.
essentially.
All right, let's see.
You're so dedicated.
Or even perhaps prepared.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think any of Crina's conditions really apply there.
Yeah, those might make life harder.
Yeah. But if I'm prepared,
Yeah.
and then I spend the Crina string,
And then you
would
spend
that be
vintage...
acceptable?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I could actually spend the string because it's not like against Crina, it's kind of like about Crina.
No, I think that's fair.
Okay,
I'll
cool. I'll do it.
All right. You saw it here,
Look,
folks.
guys,
The vintage
I did
string
it.
is gone.
I spent the string.
Yep. Oof. All right.
You never get that back.
So now
Yeah.
we've got a 10
On the market now.
on Gaze into the Abyss. And you just want to know how to comfort Crina. Is that correct?
Yeah, the best way.
Okay. Stephanie, I'm going to make you answer.
Oh, so thinking you probably would.
Ha ha!
Crina has big emotions, and honestly, what usually works when she's really upset is to just kind of, like, validate them, not tell her to stop feeling things, because don't ever fucking tell somebody to stop feeling what they're feeling. Not helpful, and it's just rude. To validate what she's feeling and just kind of like be calm, and eventually she like rights herself. Is historically what has been the best way to deal with Crina's really big emotions.
Okay, sweet. I'm a little concerned by your wording, but that's okay. I'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
So Wolfe had asked, "Are you okay?" Crina was like, "Hell no," but not in those words.
Yeah, no, I'm not okay.
Yeah. So Wolfe is going to case is not clear. I did not think about this over the past week.
Feral.
That's okay. He's going to position himself in such a way that his body posture is very open, like welcoming. Like if she wanted to, like, reach out to him or whatever, it's very clear that he'd be open to that. And he will say, "That's okay. You don't have to be okay right now."
wrong with you, Wolfe?
He is gonna look very confused. He doesn't say anything.
I mean, Crina just like screams and like starts to get up and is trying to. Are people staring at me at this point?
I always think that while some people have gone back to their lunch, there are at least some people watching you. Yes.
I'm gonna look around and then be like, "What? What are you all staring at?"
Why don't you give me a cold roll for this crowd?
That's an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna have this crowd be represented by one of our favorite NPCs, Dixie, because we know Dixie was right there during this.
Oh yeah, she was like on her way back with coffee for Bridget.
Yeah.
Food.
And so the crowd will disperse as you have made them feel. Well, let's talk about how you've made them feel. Would you like to give Dixie a condition?
Question: is
Yeah.
this a shut someone down or a keep your cool?
This is
roll?
a shut someone down.
'Cause I was interpreting it more as keep your cool.
Oh. But you weren't keeping your cool.
Like, I don't know, trying to make it seem like I don't know. To me, like challenging somebody instead of like running away feels like you're more like trying to take control, which is how I kind of feel keeping your cool is.
Okay. So keeping your
But
cool is about being able to act when you're too scared to do so.
mhm.
If you want to control people, I feel the mechanics of shut someone down represent that.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
do shut someone down if you want.
Okay. Um, but so I guess this is my question to you. You can either take a string and spend it, and I'll let you spend it on the whole crowd to like get people to act however you want them to act, essentially. Like go away and stop looking at me. Or we can give Dixie an appropriate condition to make them not want to look at you right now. And I'll apply that to the whole crowd. Or you can take one forward and then they'll keep looking at you.
I think I'm gonna condition.
Okay, yeah. What condition can we give Dixie?
I want it to be something kind of like nosy or rubbernecking.
Okay.
Voyeur?
They're not bullying. They haven't done anything. They're just staring.
No, voyeur.
Voyeur.
Voyeur. Okay. I mean, that could fit
Just watch,
too.
could just like
I
watch
don't want to
car
use
accidents.
nosy just because of some of the weird connotations there, but
Like rubbernecking. I don't know. Voyeur does kind of fit.
uh, yeah, I'll use voyeur. Even though we know there's other things there, but you know what? I'm just gonna add the word guilty to it, just so it's clear, like why it's there. They're a guilty voyeur, which is a very complicated thing that I wouldn't normally do, but I'm gonna give it to them. Well, I'm gonna give it to Dixie, and I'm gonna have everyone else go.
Oh, Ninja Cat in chat says Gawker.
Gawker. I like that better.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Thank you,
Thank
Ninja
you,
Cat.
Ninja Cat.
And I guess sort of on behalf of everybody, Dixie kind of like shrugs her shoulders and she's like sorry before she turns around and walks away.
Am I given a condition in return?
Yeah, you are, because that's the mechanics. I was
Yeah.
totally gonna do that. And did not forget about it at all. Heir to the throne, irresponsible, rude, unsupportive. I'm just gonna give you emotional. Cap it off.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get conditions that you'll never lose.
Oh.
All right. So the crowd has dissipated. The two of you are left alone.
I think before the crowd fully dissipates,
Mhm.
though, I think I'm gonna just be like, I am so tired of people just staring at me and thinking I'm some kind of freak. And I am going to rip open a portal to the Fey Realm right there in the middle of the cafeteria
Okay.
and go through.
Tired of people thinking I'm a freak and does a freak thing.
I would like you to. I would like you to roll volatile, please. Let's do run
To
away.
say run away? Yeah. Okay. So that's not very good. That I really want to run away. I want this to succeed, and I only got a 5.
Okay, I'm gonna let you succeed with consequences. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
cool
away.
with consequences, but like I really want this to succeed. I want to go
and
through
I
the
know you
portal.
do, and I think you should be able to. So, first of all, I think a bunch of people see it, including Dixie. I don't think she had turned around yet, like you said, like before everyone sort of it dissipates. Wolfe, of course, you see it. You're right there, and we're gonna have the remaining people. It's gonna be Tabitha, Harold, and Emily. That's the group that sees this happen.
You said Dixie, Tabitha, Harold, and Emily?
That's correct.
Great.
Is that a good group? I think that's.
What could go wrong?
Well, it wasn't so bad until it was Emily.
Wow.
Well, just because she writes the newspaper, she's gonna write a newspaper article about it now,
She lives out
and then everyone will know.
And I think you, as part of the consequences, again, because there was a failure, you get XP even though you succeed.
Oh, okay.
Just to be clear, because you still fail.
Failed the roll. Yeah. I do have a place I'm trying to get to, if you want to factor that in, but if I don't get to go there as part of the consequence, I understand.
I'm going to put you somewhere in the Feywild. Do you want to tell me where you wanted to go so you can feel really disappointed when you don't get there?
Well, if it helps, the place that I want to go to is not a safe place in the Fey Realm.
Okay, maybe I'll let you go there. What's up?
I think one of the one of Greta's favorite places in the Fey Realm is a big open plain. I think kind of like way up high, so there's like no mountains or anything around it, and it's just like this big open plain, and it's just a big field of very tall grass that honestly comes up probably to well up onto her chest. And the grass is this really dark kind of green, and it flowers, and there are white and purple flowers, but they're shades that don't exist in the human world. They're ultraviolet kind of colors, and the sun is always setting here, always. So the sky is always purple and orange and pink and all of those really beautiful colors, and it just never finishes setting. And it's incredibly beautiful, but it's a place you should not go alone because there are things in the grass.
Yeah, let's keep that.
But it's probably one of Crina's favorite places, because most of the time it's mostly okay.
Yeah, I'm
if
sure
you go,
this time it's okay.
Without any of your bodyguards, alone and no weapons, maybe it's not okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Natalie wants to remind us that Bridget did get her coffee. She did get her coffee.
Real quick.
Yes.
What was it that Crina said to Wolfe again? It was like,
What the hell is wrong with you?
what is wrong with you? Okay.
What
Right,
the
okay.
hell is wrong with you?
It's really
All right.
important that Ashley knows exactly
Well,
how to beat Wolfe up.
Yeah, he's gonna feel pretty shitty about not doing a good job, so.
See?
He doesn't really care right now.
I think that's a great moment to cut away. We're going to cut away to Bridget and Kori walking to the principal's office together with Mr. Drake Kravitz right behind.
Is he not in like incredible pain from like his arm getting broken?
His arm got broken? When did
I thought his arm got broken.
Like, Kori hurt him really bad. I didn't think
okay.
it was Mr. Drake who said.
Oh,
that
that's
go
right.
There. I think
Mr.
it was someone
Drake
else.
tried to break it up the first time, and he got hurt. And then another
Yeah.
teacher had to come in. I forgot about that. Thank you very much. Thank you, friends.
I don't remember what teacher it was. I want to say Mr. H, but that doesn't make sense. It could have been Principal Javert. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Principal Javert. Maybe it was
In
Thunderberg.
theory, there's more than 5 teachers. At
What?
Was it Thunderberg?
I don't think so.
No.
Or- do we have other
Cleaver?
teachers?
We're gonna
Cleaver?
make it Cleaver.
No.
We're gonna make it Cleaver.
Okay, but yeah.
Ooh,
sure.
bad for Kori.
Cleaver is very disappointed and marching behind you a few steps. Do y'all want to take this opportunity to say anything awful to each other? Or less
think-
awful? I don't know.
I think Bridget just keeps looking over at Kori, kind of worried about him.
I don't think Kori's saying anything.
Okay, cool. So y'all get marched to the office, and there's that sweet office lady again, who we've seen several times recently. And she looks up and she goes, 3 times? Really?
That was Kay laughing, not Kori.
Okay.
Kori, I don't think Kori says anything. His head's just sort of hung a little.
Mm-hmm. And Miss Cleaver will say, yep, they were caught fighting in the cafeteria. And she sort of sighs and she says, all right, take a seat, both of you.
I think.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Kori will sit as far from Bridget as he can.
Bridget moves over to sit next to Kori.
Kori moves to move away from where Bridget is. Like it's like musical. Like they just boom, boom, boom.
I think the office lady will even speak up and just be like, I don't think she knows Bridget's name. And she's just like, Miss, just let them sit on the end, okay? Each of you at different ends. There's only 4 chairs.
I lost something too, you know. She just blurts out.
No response.
I don't think Bridget will push it further.
Okay.
I think she just wanted to make that.
So Donovan, you were following a bit behind.
Yep.
And so as you approach the front office, you see Mrs. Cleaver head into the principal's office first to talk to the principal. And you can see Kori and Bridget sitting in the I'm waiting to talk to the principal chairs that we all know and love.
And remind me, was Bridget and Kori in the calf when they first walked in, or had they already been?
I think you saw the
leaving?
very end of the fight, which was essentially
Okay.
Bridget holding Kori down on a
Yeah.
table.
Well, Kori screamed.
Yeah, Kori screamed. Yeah.
So I think as Donovan comes in, he like furrows his brow a bit and heads over to Mrs. Cleaver.
The Mrs. Cleaver's in the principal's office.
Oh, already? Oh, okay. All right. So then Donovan just looks towards the principal's door and why were you two fighting?
Are you
What
The
happened?
office
bail?
lady immediately speaks up and says, no visitors.
Are you here to bail out Kori again?
Or he just like biting his lip so much it bleeds because it was probably already cracked.
I'm not here to bail anybody out.
Good.
You need to leave, sir.
Kori will not make eye contact with Donovan and is like looking away.
Donovan will look to the front office woman and say, I'm their friend. I just want to talk to them because this has been a really emotional day for a lot of people, and I'm surprised they're fighting considering they're friends. I'm just trying to help calm things down.
Yeah, you'll have to do that when they get released. Go to your class. And the bell rings, because that hadn't happened yet.
I think Donovan is probably struggling just like I am, and just looks for. Can I please just have a moment to talk to them? Quickly. It's been a rough day with everything going on. I think you knew, like with the guidance counselor and everything.
I think the office lady will roll her eyes, and she goes, "All right, make it quick."
Why were you two fighting? What happened?
Kori punched a teacher. I stopped him.
Again?
Yes.
Kori, why did you hit somebody? Bridget told me you hit Mr. Drake earlier?
But didn't hit him. I just shoved his paper.
You know that you have to be careful. You're strong. You can't. You have to be careful.
Kori's just still not looking at Donovan. But he sort of like side eyes a bit towards Bridget. What she also forgets to say is, I got hit first.
The teacher hit you?
No, Alistair hit me.
You can't hit a teacher because Alistair hit you. I don't know what happened. I wasn't in there, but you two were friends. Why are you fighting?
Because Kori is becoming like he used to be.
Boy, you can't just lash out at your teachers. They're doing their job. You gotta trust that they're at least trying to do their job anyway. I know you're not used to people who actually care and are gonna tell you things you don't like, but that's the way it is. You gotta listen to them. They're trying to, have your best interests in mind. Especially teachers. I got upset with Mr. Drake, but when I heard you hit him, Bridget confirmed. That's wrong. You don't want to cross that line. You got it? And I'd like to call him out on the shit.
Sure, go for it.
And I have a forward. 6 and 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10.
All right, 10 on some shit calling.
Goodbye, forward.
Choose one from below. They lose a string against someone else, where they choke up, break down, or bail, and that's up to them.
I will. What strings do you have? That could be interesting.
And this is just the mechanics. Obviously you totally called him out.
Yeah. I'll choose the second bullet.
Okay.
You can choke up, break down, or bail.
What do you think?
I think Kori sort of pulls his legs up in the seat, and it's almost like if you had taken a mirror before. It's like the same position Crina had been in on the floor. I think there's like a factor flashback shot on the screen, as they like mirror each other in these moments, and he like just puts his head into his arms, and his shoulders are like shaking a little, and it's very clear he's trying very hard to not cry.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed, Kori. And Donovan will look to Bridget and say, and you shouldn't get violent with your friends either, Bridget. I'm glad you're helping, but
I was stopping the violence.
You're going to put yourself in a bad position. I know we don't always get along, and I'm glad you care, but just be careful, okay?
You're not my dad. I don't have a dad.
But you still need to be careful. You could get hurt too.
I don't need your advice, Donovan.
Would you like to roll cold, Bridget?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's such an excited uh-huh.
But right now, I can't remember where my stats are. Oh, it is okay. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay. So, you succeed, but you come across poorly. Do you have any strings on Bridget, Donovan?
I don't think so. Let me check.
No, doesn't look like it.
Nope.
So,
I'm going to give him a condition anyway.
Oh, okay. What kind of condition shall we give Donovan?
Not my dad.
Not my dad. Go ahead.
Old man, not my dad.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And we get to give Bridget a condition in return, Donovan.
In which case, I get XP.
Let's see.
This violent circle twists and twists.
I'm thinking something like in denial. Because
Yeah.
she does need help and advice.
Yeah, in denial. I like it. Very straightforward.
Yeah. So Donovan just frowns and says, "Look, you're gonna get it either way. You need to stop denying yourself that you need help too, and I'm trying to do that. And every time I turn around and try to help you, you yell at me, even when I'm trying to help you."
Do you know how many therapists I have? My parents put me in, Donovan. I'm getting help.
But they don't know
don't need
things
you.
I do,
Now the office,
and I'm trying to help you.
Office lady's gonna speak up. She goes, "All right, get out of here, kid."
I wanted to call you on your shit too, because every time Donovan tries to help her, she yells at him.
You may get your roll out before you get kicked out of the office.
3 and 6 is 9, and I'll reference the in denial condition for 10.
Okay. Choose one from below.
I'll have her lose her string on me.
Okay.
How dare you?
And Donovan
don't
just-
hypnotized string.
Donovan just like shakes his head, so disappointed, and he just walks out.
Great.
Okay.
I think you hear like the first small sob from Kori.
Man, what is the next class?
It's Jim.
So what?
Jim.
That's 5th period, right?
Oh
yeah, so Jim.
7th, something.
Yeah, I guess Donovan goes to gym because shit, that's gonna be a thing.
5th and 6th. It's Jim.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Bridget across the room says, "You know, you don't have to listen to Donovan either, Kori."
Nothing.
Okay, great. Super fun. I love
We're all
it.
friends.
Heard that
I
we all
love you,
get along
Natalie.
very well.
I love you, Natalie.
Where should we jump? Who should we go to next? Let's.
What?
Go to
If-
gym class. Let's just go to gym class.
If Crina left, is Wolfe just like standing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait.
mean, if you want to know what he does for the
Yeah,
short
let's
amount
find
of
out what Wolf
lunch
does after
is
the
left.
portal thing happens.
Yeah, I think he literally just kind of he's still sitting on the ground because he was gonna stand up, but then Crina went off. I think he literally stands up, looks around to see that those people had seen
Mm-hmm.
it. I think he literally just walks out of the cafeteria and heads towards the locker room.
Okay. Cool.
He feels pretty shitty right now.
Join
Alright.
the club.
Huh?
I said join the club.
Yeah.
We all feel pretty shitty right now.
Boy.
I like that. I don't like that you all feel shitty. Good choices. That's all.
Our characters feel pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump.
I'm on vacation. I feel great. About time.
I'm gonna jump to Crina in her field of sunsets. Crina,
As I put cookies in my mouth.
I'm sorry. That time it was unintentional. Give it a good chew. Give it a good chew. Yeah, I'll vamp for a second. Ooh,
Just go, I'm fine.
grass, tall grass. It's waving. Ooh.
What does it smell like there?
It smells
that's a
like
good question.
cinnamon and fear.
Ooh. Seems fey.
They call it pheromone.
Everyone hydrate.
Pheromone.
Yes.
Well, now it's like now I'm just imagining like a association with cinnamon and fear. So it's like you're just about to eat like an apple pie and you're like,
Dun dun. Dun dun.
oh no.
All natural pheromone.
Makes me think of a theremin.
So, what do you do in the field?
I think I am like freshly like crying hard again because I think I'd like stopped a little bit to yell at people, but now that I'm through, I'm like, there's this realization, oh, I just fucked up real bad. I just fucked up really bad.
Mhm.
But I don't want to admit that
Mhm.
yet. So like it's like angry now too. Like I think not just sad, but like angry. And I think I'm just gonna start walking through the grass because I pictured that I like stepped into the middle of the grass.
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna shut the portal really fast behind me. Like I think that I am consciously trying to keep Sandra and Ruth from seeing where I'm going and following me. I think
Okay.
I want to be alone.
All right. Cool.
I don't know if I succeed or not because like they're really good at things, but yeah, and I'm just gonna start like wading through the grass across the field.
All right.
Angry.
Yeah, just like angry walking.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's hard, so I think like the exertion like slowly starts to like calm me down some.
Okay. Roll volatile again for me.
So good at being volatile. 7.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm like start to like mutter to myself as well. It's like I have to like choose and
Would you
nobody
like
wants to leave
to
me.
Okay. This is your choices. You can lose something important to you in the grass. You can have someone find you out there. Or you can run into something dangerous. What would you like to do?
What do you mean by have someone find me?
I mean, another
Is that like
character.
distinct and separate from running into something dangerous?
Yeah, it is distinct and separate from dangerous.
If I could lose something, I can run into something dangerous, or I can meet somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to run into something dangerous,
Okay,
Brian.
yeah. It's your choice.
Yeah.
I applaud your choice.
It's one of the reasons I picked this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm like angrily like just like talking out loud because I think I'm fully alone
Mm-hmm.
about like I have to keep going back and forth and I have to keep choosing and people don't believe me and they don't listen to what I say and treat me like I'm stupid and small, like angry.
About 10 feet ahead of you, up out of the grass, stands Alistair. But he's not wearing any clothing, and he looks at you in a very, like, stern, judgmental way. But he doesn't say anything.
Fuck are you? I know you're not him. Just drop that.
He says, he goes, I am just a reflection of yourself.
Well, you don't look like me.
No, I look like someone you actually value.
Okay.
How long are you going to run, princess?
I just wanted to be alone for a while.
And yet you picked this place. So
Yeah, because it's supposed to be empty. Who the fuck are you?
I'm just a reflection of yourself.
My God.
They take a step towards you.
I'm gonna hold my ground.
Okay. Would you like to roll keep your cool?
I am more angry than frightened.
Okay.
Probably too angry to actually be afraid, even though I probably should be.
Okay, that's fair. No worries then. They'll take another step towards you. And they'll say, when will you stop lying to yourself?
Talking about? I'm not in the mood for stupid riddles and games. I want to be alone.
If you wanted to be alone, you wouldn't have chosen this place.
What are you? Don't say that you are a reflection of me.
I am just a reflection of yourself.
Ugh. I'm going to look around for something to throw at it.
Okay. You're in a big field, very tall grass.
Yeah.
Would you like to get on your hands and knees and dig through the tall grass? No?
No.
Okay.
No. I think. Do you think I have my bag with me? Like
Yeah.
the bag?
Maybe you have your bag with you. I like that.
Yeah.
Throw a calculator. Those things are huge.
Yeah.
I don't need this thing anyway.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a textbook out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go away.
They take another step forward, so now they're 7 paces away from you. And they say, you can't run from yourself, princess.
Would I know anything about what this is? Why it's here?
You might. Do you want to roll gaze into the abyss to try to remember your many lessons?
Sure.
Okay.
Remember why I was told to not come here alone? Ah!
I feel like Crina just being Crina should have a penalty to that. She did not pay attention about why she
We've
shouldn't.
discussed. I paid attention to Fey lessons because they're a lot more interesting.
This is true, but what about lessons about where you can't go and shouldn't go?
I mean, I listened. I mean, I'm gonna follow them. But I got a 10.
The 10. 10 is very good. This
I have a
is
+2 to dark now.
a serpent that is common to the area that feeds off of psychic energy.
I'm fucked.
What you see before you is an illusion the serpent is projecting, but in classic Fey realm style, the illusion has physical form.
But if I threw my book at the illusion, even if I hit it, it wouldn't really hurt the serpent.
Correct.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can see where the body is or where it is actually.
Okay, so you're gonna start searching for the serpent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's probably gonna have to require you moving towards the illusion. Are you
All right. Okay.
comfortable with
Yeah, I was
that?
gonna just turn in a circle right where I am. To see
Oh,
if I
just
could
kind
see
of
it.
like, is it in a tree?
No, just circling, literally just stay in one spot and just rotate around to see if I can see it.
Yeah, if you do a quick look around, you don't see anything.
You know who I am. Quit fucking with me. Show me where you are.
They're like, you're not concerned with that. If you were, I would look different.
You don't make any goddamn sense. What do you want from me?
What do you want with yourself? Takes another step forward.
Right now, I just want to be left alone.
Takes another step forward. Then why did you choose this place?
Because I like this place. It makes me feel better.
You don't sound like you're feeling better.
And that's your fault.
But you're only yelling at yourself.
Fuck you! I'm just gonna like throw the book at random somewhere.
Okay. Not towards it, just like
Not
hoping
towards
to
the
hit
illusion,
serpent.
but like somewhere, like wherever like my best guess.
Okay.
Which is probably nothing.
Okay.
So,
I hope
Tanya
it
falls
hits
out of a tree.
Tanya. I want it
Tanya
to hit
falls out of a
Tanya.
tree.
Roll
there are
volatile.
no trees. It's just grass.
Roll
Just
volatile.
grass.
Just because.
Tanya. Just Tanya.
Tanya's like, how'd I get in this grass?
A volatile.
Yeah.
So 4.
Okay, well, congratulations. You get XP. I think the vision of Alistair before you runs at you. What do you do?
It has. I know that it has physical form. I'm probably gonna like try and like get like jump to the side
Okay.
and avoid it.
Okay. Roll volatile, please.
Um, 5.
Congratulations, you get XP.
I leveled.
Congratulations, you leveled. You you jump aside and it grabs you. And it scoops you into its arms and kisses you.
I'm screaming and like hitting against it, like not kissing it back. Like,
Okay.
and if it keeps trying to kiss me, I will bite it.
It doesn't keep trying. It just holds you still and looks at you.
Let me go!
And you take a
down.
A harm.
And I what?
rather. You take a harm.
I take a harm. Ooh, my first harm.
It lets you go.
What the fuck?
The form shifts so that it looks like Kori. Still naked.
This is not funny anymore. And I don't like this.
So fix it.
What do you mean, fix it? You fix it by going away!
You can't run from yourself, princess.
I'm not trying to run from myself! I came here because it's nice, it's a pretty place, it's my favorite place in the entire Fey world, and I just wanted to look at the sky and the flowers! And you're ruining it! Leave me alone!
The image of Kori just stares at you and says, "You can't run from yourself, princess."
I'm not running from anything!
Let's cut away. We leave Crina frustrated in the field for a little while.
If you describe that to me in a different scene, you were like, Crina's frustrated in a field with a naked-looking Kori, I would not think that scene just happened the way it did.
No, maybe we got there differently in another universe.
Well said.
Where's Wolfe?
I like Ninja Cat stories. You lose the textbook, never to be seen again. No, the textbook.
I mean,
It was
Don't
doing
need
me
it.
any favors.
Don't need it.
Bookbar.
Wolfe. Donovan, do you go to class, right?
Reluctantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
I did start with
Like,
Wolfe and then I jumped to Donovan, but so Donovan, you're in the. You change for Jim, Donovan, because you're running late. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the change room like all alone as you're trying to get changed quickly. Wolfe, you're out with a bunch of the other students.
What are they doing in gym class?
Walt's sort of waiting just for at the moment for everyone to sort of get
Oh, okay.
together.
It hasn't really
It hasn't really
started in
started
earnest yet. Okay.
Tabitha will walk up to you and just say, "Hey, Wolfe, are you okay?"
I think he will look over at Tabitha, put on like the best smile that he can manage, but I think even then it's kind of clear that it's pretty forced. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine, Tabitha. Why would you think otherwise?"
Well, Crina kind of yelled at you.
Yeah, well, she was upset. She probably didn't mean it.
Okay. And
Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
Tabitha just kind of takes a seat next to you and doesn't say anything.
Okay, so they're like sitting like on the bench or
I don't
something,
know.
or
Yeah,
on
why
the
not?
ground. Sure.
Or
Okay.
stands next to you. Would you rather be standing?
Yeah, I think I'd rather be standing.
Okay, so she just stands next to you and kind of waits like everyone else is.
Yeah, I
Hey.
think Wolf is also just like looking around for Donovan, who is clearly not there yet. But
Donovan is
he
not
just-
there yet. Dixie is also missing as you look around, sort of taking stock of everything. And obviously, Crina, Kori, and Bridget aren't there either. Walt doesn't wait anymore. And he goes, "All right, we're doing running today. We're going to do sprints. We're going to do hurdles. And we're going to do some stamina. We'll do it in groups. We'll split up into two halves. First half will start with the sprints and the hurdles while the other people are doing laps for stamina. And then we'll switch." And Donovan, you can hear this inside the locker room. And then
Donovan's Russian.
And as you get out onto the gym floor, as I forgot their name. Boom.
Lance Rapini, Mr. H.
Lance, thank you, Lance Rapini. Actually, we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut to the principal's office real quick.
I was gonna suggest that too. I think that would be a good.
It's gonna
good
be great.
choice.
This is gonna be super messy. It's gonna be fantastic. Mrs. Cleaver comes out of the principal's office, followed by the principal, and the principal says, "Stay here." And Mrs. Cleaver heads back towards her classroom, and Mrs. Javert heads outside through the main doors next to the office. Cool. Back to Jim.
Okay, I was expecting more.
Yep, nope.
I thought Kori might run for it.
Back to Jim. Mrs. Javert walks into the gym.
Donovan glances over his shoulder.
Yep. And he says, "Mr. Freeman, I hate to interrupt, but I need to speak to you for a minute."
She's speaking to Walt or Wolf.
She's looking at Walt.
Okay. You can't just say
They
Mr.
both
Freeman.
just step forward. Like he says, Mr. Freeman, they both step forward.
No.
I think Donovan keeps his position closer to the door where he came in or from the locker room.
Yeah, from the locker room.
And just like folds his arms over his chest and glares at Walt.
And Walt goes, "Well, I'm teaching Jim here, you know?
Not for much longer.
Do you want to roll cold one more time just for old time's sake, or you...
Sure.
Okay.
5 and 4 is 9, and where am I? I'll spend
One
a
of his
string, so it's a
multitudes
10.
of conditions, or you
Great.
can use his conditions like loser and 10 million others.
Choose one. You want a string? You want to slap him with another condition?
It's two.
I get 2.
Oh yeah, choose 7.
I will take a forward in case something comes up.
Yep.
And I want a condition that's like finished.
Oh yeah, let's just do finish. I like it. Loser, guilty, forgettable, threatened, finished.
And after saying that, Donovan will start to walk over to Wolfe.
Good.
I think Wolfe, like, during this whole, like, so Miss, what's her face, the principal.
Yep.
Uh,
Javert.
yeah, she just like called that from like across the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then it's clear that everyone probably heard.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then I think if Wolf was running, I don't know if they had started running yet, but he just like totally stops and he's just, his eyes are like locked on his dad.
I don't think anybody started anything. He was still
Okay.
like talking about
Perfect.
the setup.
Yeah, so he's just like staring at his dad in like disbelief.
And I think Walt is looking at Donovan after that comment and kind of like remembers everything. And he turns and he heads outside outside the gym doors with Mrs. Javert. And there's just sort of like a minute of awkward silence as people start talking to each other. Donovan, do you want to use this time to do anything with Wolfe, or?
I think Donovan takes Wolfe's hand, just smiles very slightly and says, "Do you want to run? Do some sprints?" Or
I think as soon as you take his hand, you can feel that it's like trembling. And he says, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. And he pulls his hand away and just like runs out of the gym.
Donovan follows.
Great. So you run out of the gym and into the hallway, and you can see the Mrs. Javert, Mr. H, Mixlance Raponi, and 2 police officers talking to Walt. And he's clearly upset, and the police officers are trying to calm him down.
Upset, like angry upset, or
yeah,
like
angry. He's angry.
Okay. I think there's this moment where Wolf like freezes, like he like runs out of the gym, sees this, and kind of like freezes for a moment as he sees it, and he's staring at his dad for like those few couple of moments, and then he like turns and books it to wherever the nearest bathroom is.
Great, in the other direction. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Great. So Donovan, you get out there and you see that whole scene.
And does it look like he's just Walt's being angry while talking, or does it look like he's being a little jumpy?
Being a little jumpy.
I think what's my come on. I don't know, maybe it's not appropriate. I was wondering if I should roll against my hunger, because I think Donovan's feeling a little like I need to be involved and I need to help on this, and this is...
What are your hungers right now?
It's the thrills. I think...
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's do that.
So... roll to keep your cool. Oh no, 5.
Okay, well, congratulations, you get XP.
Okay. So
so you fail.
Yeah. So Donovan heads out there
Yeah, you do.
instead of going after Wolfe.
You head towards the group of adults.
And I think as Donovan just comes bursting out the door, he'll just call out, "Calm down and talk to them. You're fucked now."
Shit. I think Mr. H immediately breaks off from the group, and he head towards you. And he goes, Donovan, let's go back inside the gym, okay?
Donovan walks past him.
Mr. H will put a hand on your shoulder.
Donovan will try to keep moving to get Walt's eyes.
Okay. I think Walt hears you and looks at you. So he matches eyes with you from 6 feet away as a police officer starts to move like he's going to get in front.
And Donovan will just glare and say, "Tell them everything." And I'd like to roll.
Yes,
for
please.
Oh, wonderful. I will take that forward, which makes it a 10. And just for good measure, I'll spend a string anyway, which makes it an 11.
Just for funsies.
Yep.
Just
Donovan
for fun.
just glares.
Great.
What's it like to spend a string just for fun?
It's delicious.
I don't know.
And he just starts talking. And he's looking at them now, and he's talking about, we don't quite get the full audio, but you can tell from the look on the police officers' faces, and now they're both focused on this guy, that it is not pleasant stuff.
And I think Donovan's just shaking, staring at him.
Mm-hmm. And it's only a minute later where the police are escorting him out of the school.
Is he handcuffed?
Yeah, he's handcuffed.
Yay.
And Mr. H just sort of gently touches your elbow, Donovan.
I think Donovan jumps and just glares and pulls back. Sorry.
Goes, I get it, kid.
I need to find Wolfe. And
Yeah.
Donovan will turn and head inside and go
Inside the
hunting.
gym?
Yep.
But that's not where Wolfe went.
Well, goes back inside the building. And I will use marked for the hunt to try and find Wolfe.
Great. Is that a roll thing?
Yeah, I have to
Actually,
roll gaze into the abyss
Yep.
to find their whereabouts and know their well-being. I get to roll as if I had dark 3.
Please.
5 and 3 is 8 plus 3 is 11. Don't even need the strings.
Yep. So you're
which is
totally
good
going to
because I
find
don't have
Wolfe.
any.
But we're going to put a pin in that. We're going to
Sounds
put
good.
a pin in that scene. Yep. And we're going to jump back to Crina, the Crina show, where she's very frustratingly yelling at not Kori. And then not Kori looks at you and says, I forgot how much self-loathing the young have. And doesn't, and for just the first time yet, stops looking at you, and their eyes kind of roll back in their head a little bit.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
And it looks back at you and says, you can't be happy. You won't let yourself be happy.
That's not true. I can be happy. I'm usually happy.
No, you're not. You act happy, but you worry about your friends. You will manipulate them to protect them. You want responsibility, but you also shirk away from it. You love and you bite at those you love. You set yourself up to be miserable. And And it's delicious.
I think that hurts a lot, especially because it's coming out of Kori's mouth.
Hmm.
Even though I know it's not him saying it, like, it hurts. I think Crina just crying again. Leave me alone. Please just leave me alone.
And I think that's when it transforms into yourself. And it says you can't hide from yourself, princess.
What do you want?
And it will sort of lean forward just a little bit and says, to feed.
Find somebody else. And I'm gonna turn and just like stalk off. Like I'm
Okay.
gonna put my back to it and just leave.
Great. Roll volatile.
Not running.
Oh,
Just
no. But are
like
you
I'm just gonna stomp off.
mechanically running?
Okay.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Would you like to? We're gonna use the straight up options here.
Mhm.
Run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind.
Let's go and leave something behind.
What would you like to leave behind?
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna tell me.
Let's think about it together. What is something significant that you would have on you that you wouldn't want to leave behind? You've got your bag with you. What might you carry in that bag?
My school stuff. I have my phone. I have my weed. And like a lighter and stuff for that.
Mhm. What about Kori's sweatshirt?
I'm wearing it. His sweater.
Oh, that's too
It's
bad.
not a sweatshirt. I was
Yeah,
thinking
it's a
that for a
sweater.
second. It's
Oh.
a sweater that she
Crina's all of
yeah.
a sudden
I'm
like,
very sorry.
where did my sweater go?
she's just in her bra.
I do not have anybody else's phone right now in Etiquette.
That would be
Not right now.
12 other phones get fallen out.
Do you have like maybe a gift Kori gave you of some kind, like something special?
What about the flower from the Ren Fair? Maybe you put that in your bag.
Yeah, but I probably I bet I know a little like fake cantrip to keep it fresh, and I bet I put it in my hair when I braided it this morning.
There we go. I like that. So that's what you're gonna lose.
Oof.
But you're gonna get away from this awful, awful thing and get a little alone time.
Yeah, holy fuck, Brian! Like that was good.
Thank
shit.
you. Thank
Dagger,
you.
dagger.
We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna do the principal's office and the rest of gym class. Maybe we'll even see Crina again. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, she survived for now.
For now.
TM.
I know. That's
Yeah,
it's my line.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We will see you all in 5 to 10 minutes.
Alton.
Cat butt.
Hi, everybody. That's Alton the cat.
He is a
Cat.
very sweet boy.
Yeah.
Cat.
To humans.
He's
To
so
humans. Asterisks.
needy.
To humans. He's sweet to humans.
All right. Should we yell at Bridget?
No, but we should go to Bridget.
Well, she's probably going to get yelled at a little bit. Just saying. Sternly spoken to.
Well, she can yell back.
She could. That's worked out for everyone so far. I'm I'm not sure what I was doing there. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
I'm concerned.
It was a little weird. A little awkward.
Okay, we're human.
Hey, some of us are.
Two
Okay,
witches
you
just come
actually.
walking in, the doors blow open. Who's
I
yelling
am
at
a
our
normal
daughter?
human who has never done anything wrong.
Me too.
I know this and I love you. Actually, did you get that reference? You
No.
were smiling. Oh,
I thought you just knew it and
Oh.
loved me.
that's fair.
And that made me happy, but now I'm less happy. Because you did not know it and do not love me.
Oh no, I love you. I love
Okay,
you.
good.
My gosh. It
what was
Dr.
Cry on
Saperstein.
Maine. This isn't Cry on Maine. Wrong character, Ashley.
What's Dr. Saperstein?
He's from a TV show
Which
called
TV show?
Parks and Recreation.
Okay. I see, it sounded familiar, but I don't know that show well enough to
Yes.
make the connection. There's a lot of things that I
My
know but
record.
don't know well enough to be like, this is that.
Yeah,
You know?
I hear you.
I was thinking it was his character from Arrested Development for some reason, who's basically the same
It's
character.
a very similar character. Anyway,
Anyway.
aside
I've seen neither
from
of those shows.
Harvey Winkler playing a lot of similar characters in his old age, let's talk about Bridget. Because, you see, Mrs. Javert comes back to the office. And she looks at the two of y'all sitting in these chairs. And she goes, okay, it's a busy day, so let's do this. Bridget, come with me. And she heads into her office.
I think Bridget gets up and follows.
And on her desk, there lies a half-eaten chicken salad wrap with French fries.
That's the saddest thing.
These poor administrators, they never get to even just sit and have a meal.
No.
The guidance counselor's like doing deep breathing in the other room.
She says, Bridget. She's not doing this head thing. I was doing that because I was thinking. It made it look like the poor principal was like at the end of their rope. But they're not. They're a much more collected individual. She says, Bridget, do you want to tell me why you were fighting Kori in the cafeteria?
I said something that made him upset. He did that teen boy hormonal thing, and I was just trying to get him to stop.
Okay. Did you punch him?
It was more of a tackle.
Okay. Did he punch you?
No, he punched Alistair and Mr. Oh shoot, who was it who he punched? I forgot.
Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Oh wait, no, it's Mr. Kravitz. It's Drake Kravitz.
Oh,
yeah, I
Mr.
keep calling him
Kravitz.
Mr. Drake. I don't know. So obviously, I think he's known by everything.
Holly.
Okay. Do you regret having a fight in the cafeteria?
No, not really. I needed to stop Kori before he made things even worse.
Okay.
And no one else there could do it. And it was my fault Kori was upset.
What did you say that made him so upset?
You know, Kori, I mean, you have to notice he's been improving a lot over this year. He even goes to most of his classes now. But it feels like he's been backsliding the last couple days, and I've been worried about him. And I brought that up, and he's having some issues at home, and I think I wasn't as sensitive about them as I should have been.
Okay. She's gonna get up. Go back out.
Okay. Bridget will go out and try and sit next to Kori.
don't think Kori notices at the moment because he's like in that position where he can't see. So like
The principal follows Bridget out. She says, "Mr. Castile, your turn. Let's go."
There's like definitely some sniffling, and like the arm comes up, and like the like no, I didn't cry. There's no tears here. I don't do that. I'm a man. And he just like gets up, and I think he's like a little startled, like to see that Bridget was next to him, but he just like walks as far as he can, like away and around Bridget, so like there is the least close distance between them. Head just hanging.
Good luck, Kori.
No fucking response. He almost made Stephanie choke.
Great. You go into the office, and Mrs. Javert shuts the door. She says, "Mr. Castile, did you hit Mr. Kravitz again?"
I threw him over my shoulder.
Okay. All right. Why?
He wouldn't let go of me.
Mm-hmm. And you were also in a fist fight with the new student, Alistair?
He hit me first.
Okay, and then you hit him?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And Kori is like just like curled up on himself in the chair a bit, like hunched shoulders. He's not making eye contact with Mrs. Javert at all.
Did you hit anybody else?
No.
Did anybody else hit you?
Kind of. I don't think Bridget meant it, but she like kneed me really hard in the stomach.
Okay.
But I wouldn't hit Bridget.
Oh, but it's okay to hit other people.
No. And like he like half sounds like he's unsure of that answer. Like, no.
He's just like, all right. She's like thinking for a second. She goes, "Okay. You're suspended. Don't come in Monday or Tuesday."
What about the field work?
No, you're not doing that anymore, okay?
Okay.
When you come in on Wednesday, we're going to set up an appointment. You're going to talk to the school counselor.
Okay.
And then we're just going to roll your detentions up into the suspension at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. You're not going to finish today. You're going to go home.
I have to make sure Donovan will still let me at the house.
All right. Well, stay here for a second. She's going to get up. She goes to the office, the outer office, and she goes, "All right, Bridget, you're suspended on Monday."
Miss Javert. Yes, Miss Javert.
Considering the hour, I'm just going to have you go home. Okay?
Okay.
Go to your locker. Leave right after. I don't want to see you.
Okay.
All right, get out.
Bridget gets out.
Great.
Actually, I think she's going to walk a little slow to see if Kori comes out after her.
She's going to look at the office administrator and be like, "Okay, Mrs. Sorensen, call Donovan to the office."
It's over the loudspeaker. Yeah. Donovan Farley.
Let's do the bathroom scene first.
Yeah, let's just let Wolfe just suffer in silence. It's fine. We don't need it.
Wolfe,
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom. What do you want to do in the bathroom before Donovan catches you?
He sees if he's the only one in there.
Say it again?
He sees if he's the only one in there.
Would you like to be the only one in there?
Yes.
Okay. You got it.
Cool. And so I think he just goes into the farthest stall from the door, if one such stall exists, and he closes it, like gets in, closes it, locks it, and he sits on the toilet, like not like he doesn't, no, he's just sitting on it, and draws his like legs up so that like his feet are also on the toilet and his knees are kind of like up by his chest. You know how everyone's been sitting this entire game so far. And he actually, I forgot something that I wanted him to do. Before he sits down, he pulls out his phone and texts his mom, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then he puts his phone away. He doesn't wait to see if he gets a response or anything.
Okay.
And then he sits down and he like clasps his like hand over his mouth to like muffle his crying sounds, and he's just crying.
Okay. All right. So after a couple of minutes, Donovan, you enter.
Wolfe and Donovan will go over towards the closed door. Your dad is he left with the police.
I think Wolfe doesn't respond right away. Like a few moments pass, like very long moments. But eventually you see, you see his feet come down as he kind of stands up, and he opens the door, and you see like you can just see the tear like marks like on his face.
Yeah,
and
I think Donovan's very glassy-eyed himself.
I think he just looks at Donovan and he asks, "What's wrong with me?"
Nothing's wrong with you. Everything's wrong with your father. And as much as I want to hate him, this is usually a pattern and a cycle. I don't know what happened to him, but something's wrong with him. Nothing's wrong with you.
It's not just him. Crina said the same thing. She asked, "What's wrong with you?" And she's right.
What do you mean?
I tried to help her and she just yelled at me. She said, "Wolf, what's wrong with you?"
Don't take that to heart. She's very upset. She would never say that if she wasn't upset.
I think Wolf gives a very quiet sigh, and he says, he's gonna be so angry. He's gonna know that it was me.
He should be angry with himself. If he's not, then he has other issues to deal with. He has a lot of problems, and he needs help too. And he can get help away from you. And that's for the best. We should take a walk or something. We shouldn't be here in this bathroom. You deserve open air and space. Can I call your mom for you?
I think when Donovan says that, like, Wolf remembers, like, oh, I texted my mom, and he'll take out his phone to see if she replied.
She does. She replies. She says, "What for?"
Donovan just sees you looking at your phone. Do you want me to call her?
Real quick, out of character question.
Yep.
So the football game is tonight. Is it like directly after school, or is there time between
Time
end of school.
between.
Okay, great. I think Wolfe shakes his head at Donovan, lifts the phone up so that he can like text, and Donovan will see his hands are like trembling still. He's shaking, and he just texts back.
Donovan will help support Wolf's hands.
He'll text back, "I'll talk to you when I get home."
Okay.
And then he puts his phone back in his pocket. And he walks over to the bathroom mirror, like sink mirror, and like does his best to like dry all of his tears. His eyes are probably all red because he was crying, and his face is probably a little flushed.
I think Donovan comes over and hooks his chin on Wolf's shoulder and says, "I find you incredibly strong and incredibly handsome, even when you're this upset. You're amazing."
I don't feel amazing.
I know. I wish I could make you feel better, but this isn't easy, and you told all on your own, but it's awesome. I know this is hard, and you were even trying to help Crina in a bad situation, and you facing all the I can't imagine. But
I couldn't even help her though. She left. She went to the Feyrealm.
maybe she went to talk to her brother or her dad. I mean, she probably wants to talk to family. They're there for her.
She did it right in the middle of the cafeteria, Donovan.
Oh, like right there with everybody.
I think only a few people saw, but
Well, a lot happened all at once. Things get confused, and yeah, special effect budget. I don't know. Okay, that's not something we need to fix, and I'm sure we'll have to handle that later. Let's focus on you. Let's go take a walk or something. And Donovan will try to like wipe again, a bit of tears or water from Wolf's face.
yeah, and I think
I would really just like to walk with you if that's okay.
okay. And they will leave the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. Donovan's going to try and just like walk out into the halls and like move away from the gym because everyone in there knows what happened.
And I think as you start walking down the hall, over the intercom, you hear
Donovan Farley.
yeah.
Brian's like, "What's Donovan's last name?"
I was looking up Donovan's last name, it's true. Donovan Farley to the principal's office.
Donovan like hangs his head a bit and just looks to Wolf. Come with me. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Donovan will head to the office with Wolf.
Cool. So you walk to the office, and
Donovan's like, shit, what'd I do?
as you get there, you see the school counselor, Mix for Pony, sitting in one of the chairs that like the people in trouble normally sit in. And Mrs. Sorensen, who has a name now, sees you come in, and she goes, Donovan, go ahead right into the principal's office, please.
Okay. Can Wolf sit? Wolf, can you wait for me? Is that okay?
I think Mixer Pony sort of clears their throat and says, yes, that's fine, before Mrs. Sorensen can say anything.
Yeah, okay. And Donovan looks around awkwardly. Does Donovan see Kori?
No.
Okay. So, and doesn't see Bridget because
Nope.
Bridget already left. So Donovan will head into the principal's office
Great.
and smile weakly at Wolfe as they do so.
Great. You head into the principal's office, and now you see Kori. Kori is in the principal's office waiting.
Is anyone else in there?
The principal is eating her lunch.
Ah. Donovan will smile.
And she motions to an empty seat.
Donovan will sit.
Great. In the meantime, Mixer Pony gets up and goes to the little water fountain. Is it still called a fountain? It's one of those
Dispenser?
things. Dispenser. Thank you.
Like
Bubbler?
a water cooler?
It's not
The
a
bubbler.
bubbler. It's a water
It's
cooler.
the bubbler.
Thank
The
you.
bubbler.
That's what I was looking for. A bubbler is different. Bubbler, you hit the button, go shh.
That is a water fountain.
It's a water fountain.
Okay, but no, Gehenna Valley takes place in Massachusetts, kid. So it's a bubbler.
I'll say hello to our raiders as well.
Oh, we have
Hi, Raiders.
Oh, this
Hello,
is the
Raiders.
best timed raid so
This is
far.
a great time. Yeah.
Usually we
Yeah,
get raiders
best
when
luck.
we're in the middle of a
In the middle
really
of-
sad moment.
Sad scenes.
Hi, Raiders. We're playing Monsterhearts, which is a great game by Avery Alder. You can pick it up at your local friendly neighborhood game store. Just buy it off the internet. Whatever. I don't care. And
We're not playing Witchburner.
We're not playing Witchburner.
One of these days it'll be right, but today's not that day.
And we're having fun with the principal right now. It's a good time. Thank you for coming. Table of Horrors, folks. All right, cool. That was good job, Brian. Thanks, Brian.
Yay!
So yeah, Mixer Pony gets you a cup of water and just kind of sort of like wordlessly hands it to you, Wolfe.
I think he'll take it, and he goes and like sits down, and he just holds it in his hand. He doesn't actually drink any of it.
The principal, in turn, looks at Donovan and says, Donovan, I learned today that Kori has been living with you.
Yes, I've been letting him stay at my place because it's definitely better than his current home.
Okay.
I'm really sorry for the incidents today. Kori's been having a very
Don't
tough
apologize
time.
for Kori. Kori is in my office and has had the ability to talk to me already. You are not Kori's parent, despite the fact that you have given him shelter. And I am not here to admonish you for doing that.
I see.
I have on record that you are emancipated. Kori,
Yes.
however, is not. There are some phone calls I will have to make.
I understand you were required to do so.
Kori, would you like to ask Donovan anything?
And Corey's like not meeting Donovan. He's like, can I still stay with you after today?
Would it be possible for Kori and I to speak privately?
And she kind of like looks down at her sandwich for a second, and she says, "I'll give you a minute." And she takes her sandwich. She leaves the fries behind, and she steps out of the hallway.
All right. Donovan will shut the doors. Like he stands and shuts the door and turns to Kori. Well, of course you can. I think you're finally ready.
What?
Yeah, I've decided to kind of push everyone to the side and accept your role, and we can move on now. Get out of here.
What?
Yeah, you don't need anybody, and I mean, they're not really your friends anyway. I mean, I've been trying to help you get ready to move on. You can leave all this behind, go to the next town. We'll set up. We can, do a better job at fighting these monsters than this librarian of yours. I mean, what can they teach you that I can't anyway?
And Corey looks so like you smacked him. Like what? Like looks supremely shocked, and like he also like has like like tear stained face, though he's like clearly rubbed at it. And I think he actually looks up at Donovan at this point and like looks at him because what crazy speak is this? You love Wolfe. You're not gonna leave him behind, is it?
Oh, I'm sure after today, Wolfe might want to leave anyway. That'll be his choice.
You want the three of us to leave town?
Well, at least you and I. I mean, we don't need anybody. We don't need to listen to them. So, best for us to just get away from them. Anyone stops us, but between your strength and my influence, who could stop us, right?
Like he's just so like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he's looking like, am I being punked? Like, what? Donna, we can't. I mean, you can't just leave. Wolfe needs you.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You can leave then? I just can't?
No one's gonna miss me if I'm gone. I'm just
come on,
a
Kori.
disappointment.
That's such bullshit. Crina would be upset. Wolfe would be upset. Even Bridget would be upset. She just got herself in trouble trying to stop you from hurting people. Just because they say things you don't like to hear doesn't mean you get to disregard them or push them away. I did it for decades, and look where that fucking got me. You have to listen to the people that care about you. You have to listen to your teachers. And if you hurt them, you're going to cause serious problems. You have to listen. You have to get used to people who care about you saying things you don't like because you need to hear it. So if you're okay with that, and you're not just going to hurt teachers and push away your girlfriend and your other friends, then yes, you can stay with me. Got it?
I was trying to walk away because I was upset and I didn't want to do anything like this. I was trying to walk away.
You have to go along to get along. You have to be part of the school. You have to go to class. If you try to get away from it all, you'll just end up like I was. And trust me, it didn't work. Got it? I'd like to call him on his shit again if I can.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. 5 and 5 is 10. Plus 2 is 12.
Yeah, that's a good roll. That's what that is. And so you choose your thing.
Yeah.
Want to take a string?
They lose a string against someone else. Yeah, maybe that's right. No.
They do have a string on Crina still.
Yeah, maybe that's. I think I'll go for the second bullet again because I don't think Donovan's trying to like pull away his connections to people.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to make him have like another moment of clarity.
It's not necessarily pulling away the connections. Strings are the power you hold over people.
Yeah.
By taking them away, you make people more vulnerable.
That's true. Okay. All right, then I'll take away the Crina one.
Okay.
And Donovan will follow up. No, I don't want to leave. No, I don't want you to move out. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with your parents now because by doing all this, you've made them have to involve your parents.
They're just going to tell them they don't want me. Just like they told me.
Something tells me your parents are going to pull something. But we'll take care of them. With the help of Crina and Alistair and Bridget.
I don't want Bridget involved. She doesn't get it. She told me that I've experienced no consequences. The
You still are trying to evade them. I know, Kori. I know. You lost the only person that really seemed to care about you, but they didn't. They were using you and just gave you things to make you happy. And you lost the family that didn't truly care and value you other than what you could get them. Now you have a family that does, and they're going to piss you off sometimes because they care and say things you don't like, and they're still learning too. And God knows I feel like Bridget makes me angry every day, but I'm not going to just disregard her because of it. Got it? We need to hurry this up before the principal wants to come back in here.
Yeah,
So
got it.
got it?
Yeah.
We know you've had it hard. I think a lot of us have. But we're in it together. And we also know there's other dangers. So we have to go through the mundane so we can deal with the other problems too. And that means listening to the teachers and this whole societal structure they've put together. At least they make good movies and they're still video games.
Sure.
I care a lot about you, Kori. You're like my brother. I love you.
Oh God, yeah. He like fresh tears like fall again, and he's clearly like doing that thing, like rubbing in his eyes. Like, no, stop it. What is this salty wetness on my face?
Donovan will give him a hug.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Kori just cries into Donovan's shoulder, and like clings to his like back a little.
And Donovan doesn't really spare a moment and says, you are going to owe a lot of people of apology, including the teachers and Crina and Bridget. I'm not sure about anyone else, but that's the right thing to do.
I'll try harder.
I know you will. You're doing amazing, but we gotta rein this in. We got bigger problems, so let's, especially when they're just trying to do what's right and what they've got to do because they don't know what we know. We're supposed to protect them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Donovan will let go of Kori.
Like Kori like clings almost for an extra second.
All right.
And then
And
lets
Donovan like
himself-
hugs him closer.
And then we'll let him go.
And Donovan will go open the door.
Great. Principal goes, all right, did you clear that up?
I think so. And Donovan will like look to Kori to like nod and kind of like gesture.
Yeah, we're good.
Great.
And
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble today.
And we need to go apologize to some other people.
I have to get off school property, Donovan. I've been suspended.
Oh. Shit. Well, then you'll have time to write some apologies.
The principal looks at you, Donovan, and says, you, good job. Still not a parent. Take Wolfe, go to class.
Yeah. Oh, we were trying to take a walk because of everything. Do we have to go back to gym?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. H is teaching.
Donovan just nods to Kori. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually, she pulls out a pad of paper and she scribbles something down and she hands it to you. She says, if you don't want to do whatever he's doing, you can sit on the bench.
Donovan nods.
Kick it out.
Donovan will walk over to Wolfe.
Wolfe will stand up. He's got a pretty sad expression on his face, but he doesn't say anything and walks out of the office, still holding his full cup of water.
I think Donovan kisses like Wolfe on the forehead and just, I think Wolfe knowing Donovan now and spending as much time with him, Donovan's eyes look tired. Like he looks spent But he smiles and doesn't say anything about it, and kisses Wolfe on the forehead and says, apparently we have to go back to gym. But we can walk slowly.
Okay. And I think Wolfe will, with his free hand that is not holding this cup of water, he will reach out and take Donovan's hand, and they'll hold hands on the way back to gym class.
Great.
Great.
Principal looks at you, Kori, and says, okay, go home. Expect phone calls.
They can't make me go back there, can they?
She kind of looks at Mixer Pony. Mixer Pony says, it's going to be a process.
Because they don't want me there.
We'll find out.
Kori sort of like solemnly nods his head and goes to leave.
And Mix Raponi will follow you for a second and just say, when she said go home, she meant go to Donovan's, right?
Yeah.
Good. Go to Donovan's.
I can't really call the compound home anymore.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
There's like a split second where he's like, maybe no. Yeah, and he just he pauses as if he's thinking about that for a moment. Yeah. Thanks, Mix Raponi.
See you on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday. And Kori goes out, goes to his locker, gets his stuff, and drives to Donovan's.
Great. Let's visit Bridget. Bridget, do you go home?
I think so, yeah.
Great. Bridget, you go home. You head in your house. And your moms are sitting at the table with Dixie.
Oh, hi, Dixie. I thought you were at school.
Dixie looks up, and I think Dee gets up and comes over to you and just gives you a big hug before Dixie can even respond.
Okay.
And Dixie will say, I was. And Dee brings you over to the table, and Dixie continues and says, and then I saw Crina open up a magical portal in the cafeteria, and I figured I should tell somebody.
Oh. I think Bridget looks at her mom's real quick and yeah, uh-huh.
And Tara will say, there's a couple other things we need to talk about. But do you want to tell us anything about that first?
Well, I probably should tell you I got suspended.
Yep. I heard that.
Okay. Wow, that traveled quick.
Yep. They called.
Oh.
What about Crina?
You've met Crina's dad, right?
I remember him from the party, yes.
You know how he didn't seem to be from around here?
Mm-hmm.
He's not from around here.
I think Dee will pat your hands, and she'll say, we're going to consider that you telling us, okay, hon?
Oh, okay.
Tower goes, okay, so that was two of the big subjects. She goes, before Dixie got here, we had another visitor.
Who?
Well, we thought he was a buyer for Angorifer. But Dixie walked in while we were talking and recognized him.
Bridget looks at Dixie.
Dixie goes, "It was one of the performers from the Ren Fair. And I can only assume they're trying to scam your parents or something. It's weird. I wouldn't even have been here if I hadn't seen Crina do that."
I think Bridget looks across the room to like where she left her sword when she stumbled in drunk the other day last night.
It's
Is it
still
there?
It's still there.
Bridget runs across the room and grabs it.
Okay, and I think everybody stands up. And Tara just goes, "Why?"
Evil vampire.
Right, and and they all kind of just like sigh, and Dee immediately goes into the kitchen and starts just like pulling down mason jars. Dixie goes, "Okay, well they left. Is there a vampire after you?"
And Bridget looks at the sword she's holding that he actually gave her.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe. I mean, he seemed nice, but according to Crina, he's not.
And then Tara goes, "Okay, I'll go into the office and start calling the coven."
His name's Sebastian.
Lovely. And Dixie will look at you and she'll say, I know you and Crina have been closer. Do you think we can trust her?"
Absolutely.
It's a pretty big secret, but now
Yeah,
that
but
I
she
think
doesn't
about
do a
it,
good. It's not like she does a good job of keeping it.
right? Dixie kind of laughs. It seems like I remember now her saying that she went to the Fey realm.
Did you think it was a place in Florida too? Because that's what I used to excuse it as.
I had heard that. I just thought Crina was weird.
I mean, she is, but
I mean, I guess she never lied. Should you call her?
oh, good idea. And Bridget will pick up her phone and call Crina.
Great.
Does it connect?
I think it does.
Okay.
I think.
Great cell service.
Right.
There's AT&T. There's AT&T in the
That's
Fey
the
realm.
second reason this is definitely Crina's favorite part of the Fey realm.
Because there's
There's great cell
You get
reception.
reception.
Yeah,
Really
I think
close
there
to a
is-
tower.
I think there's reception in most parts of the Fey realm. It has something to do with the way the worlds overlap with each other. Nobody's really looked into it that strongly.
Energy transference.
So yeah, you get some time alone, Crina. Half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Sort of calm down and do you want to establish anything, or certainly you can clear a condition if you'd like?
I think I would like to clear one of mine.
What would you like to clear?
I want to clear rude, but I don't know if that like is the best one.
Well, this isn't really
There's-
a best situation. You know what I mean? How about this? I've got a great deal. I'm wheeling and dealing apparently. You can clear one, and then you can replace one. So it's like you get to clear two with exhausted.
Okay. I want to get rid of rude and unsupportive.
Great. And your phone rings.
I think I'm like sitting like this like giant rock, like a
Mhm.
flat spot, like it's like a Fey chair basically.
Mhm.
In the middle of the field, so I'm not in the grass anymore. I just look at it for like, and I like let it go, and And like right before it would go to voicemail, I finally answer it.
Okay.
I was like really unsure if I wanted to answer it. Hi, Bridget.
Hey, Crina. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess I'm okay.
Kori's okay, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's suspended, but honestly, that's probably better for him. They're rolling his detentions into a suspension.
I don't think that's better.
Well, he can go to work then.
Yeah, and he's gonna be alone all day. By
Well, I'm
himself.
suspended too, so I can bother him.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably good. Sorry you got
I heard.
suspended.
I told Kori sometimes you got to face the consequences, right? Anyway, I heard you went home suddenly from the cafeteria.
I ripped open a portal to the Fey Realm.
Yeah. So at least Dixie saw.
Oh, a bunch of people saw.
Well, Dixie told my moms.
I mean, your moms already knew.
I think they had suspicions. Now they
I mean,
know.
like, they knew. Like, they're witches. They know that I'm magical. There's only so many options.
I need your help, Crina.
Yeah, of course. What do you need?
I think I was wrong about Sebastian. He came to my house when I wasn't here.
He did?
Yes.
Why?
He talked. I don't know, but he talked to my moms.
What did they say?
They said they thought he was there to buy some Angora fur, but what if he hypnotized them or something?
Well, we know at least 2 different ways to tell if they've been hypnotized. And we won't let Mr. Mulhair do it because then he'll, be a jerk. Or tried to make him promise me to not ever do that again without telling people. But then Kori... I didn't get a promise.
Do you want to come over?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. Come over. I'm here.
Okay. I'll be there in a second.
Okay. I think you hear, like, as Bridget's hanging up, she's like, Mom, Crina's coming over.
Right in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Mrs. Klein and Mrs. Klein. And Dixie?
Dixie waves.
Bridget has her sword in her arms and comes over and hugs.
Sword? No, you have to put the sword down. You have to put it away.
Oh. She leans it against the wall and then...
I'll have Sandra and Ruth teach you. Oh, shit! Sandra and Ruth?
I think Ruth knocks on the back door.
I'll let her in.
Yes, princess.
I didn't know if you guys were here.
Well, we were watching Bridget when you were on the phone with her.
Did I lose you guys when I went across?
You did, princess.
Oh.
No, do not be proud.
Sorry. I didn't think I could.
You should not do that.
No, I shouldn't. I got hurt. And, like, Crina's like rubbing at her shoulder, and she's like bruised, like around here. I think she got bruises. There's a snake thing, like the serpent, and it looks like people in the field with the tall grass.
And she kind of thinks for a second. Oh yes, princess.
Yeah. I don't like it.
No, you should not. Though strangely, some people do.
Oh, I bet. Huh. I don't like it. But yeah, I can see why some people might. Yeah. I guess we should tell Jack about it or something.
Oh, he knows, Princess.
Is it bad that I really want to hurt it? Like, I really want to hurt it.
Just no, Princess. Would you like one of us to go destroy it?
Is that bad?
No, Princess.
Then yeah.
Excellent.
Tell it I sent I sent you.
Excellent, Princess.
Thanks.
Should we also be wary about Sebastian?
Yeah. Can we get somebody who, like, I don't know, can, like, track him? Like, hey, can you tell if Bridget's bombs have been hypnotized? Without hurting them?
No, Princess, I don't have that ability, but I can get someone who does.
Yeah, that would be great. And then I'm gonna look around over, like, you guys don't mind if somebody, like, pops in and just, like, checks to make sure you guys are okay, right?
I think
I'm
Bridget,
sorry,
like,
I'm the
nods at
mom's.
her mom's.
Yeah.
D goes, I don't. Tara goes, yes, no, we mind. No, we can't do that.
No,
No?
like,
Like, in the yard, not in the house. And they'll
She
just
could-
and they're just gonna make sure you didn't get hypnotized. Because if you were, you wouldn't know.
We have the coven coming. We'll check.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
And D will go up to Tara, and D goes, do we know how to do that? Tara goes, we'll figure it out.
I mean, oh, you don't. Oh, the house. Yeah, we can just do it in the yard. You don't have to, like, invite them in. I mean, like, we're not vampires. You invited a vampire into the house, though.
And now I think they're confused.
It's fine. Whatever. If you want us to help, we can help. But, you know, it won't make you.
I think
Thanks, Ruth.
D pulls Tara into the office so they can yell at each other privately.
Then Crina will just go and just, like, sit down at the table.
Great. Ruth will bow and leave.
it was Sebastian, right? Bridget's gonna ask Dixie and kind of describe what Sebastian looks
okay.
like.
And yeah, she'll confirm that it's Sebastian.
Okay.
Oh, Dixie, like I think at least, like, half that dancing troupe, they're vampires.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful.
You know that I've been working there, right? And like a
Yeah.
bunch of other people we're all friends with?
Yeah, like half the people at the fair aren't human.
Bridget squeezes Dixie's hand.
Yeah. I think Dixie like doesn't like is like a little beside herself and she goes, Crina, I know we don't talk about magic a lot, but if something like that comes up again and I'm like around it, I would just love to know.
You want me to start pointing people and be like, they're fae, they're a vampire, they're probably a werewolf, and that's another witch.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, yeah.
Oh,
The new kid,
Okay.
Alistair, that Kori punched is the Fae.
yeah.
That's
He's
good to know. That's good to know.
He's like my bodyguard, alongside Ruth you saw, and then there's Sandra, who's Ruth's twin.
Okay.
Plus, there's also, like, a really good friend of mine. Known him a long time, my whole life.
Okay, maybe this is an obvious question, but why do you have bodyguards?
I'm gonna look at Bridget.
I mean, you've told her this much.
Don't tell people this part. They get weird about it. They get real weird about it.
I feel like I've done a pretty good job taking this in stride.
But, like, you promise me you won't tell people about this part?
Yeah,
I'm about to tell
I'm
you?
not telling people any of this nonsense. It's not nonsense, but you know, like it's gonna sound like nonsense to them.
Okay. Thanks for promising. I think Crina says it just like that.
Right? I think Dixie totally does that too. Like, Like she knows, like, oh, okay, shouldn't have done that. Learning.
So you remember my dad from the party?
I do, yes. Big person.
Yeah, Viridius.
Suspicious in hindsight.
No, he's good. That's great. He used to be the king of the Fae, and now my brother Jack is the king, so I'm technically a fairy princess.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have 3 bodyguards. They're with me all the time, always, even when you can't see them.
And they're gonna teach me how to sword fight.
Yeah, Sandra Ruth would totally give you a master class. They're the best. They're like really pretty robots who murder people.
Dixie will kind of like pat Bridget's hand and be like, well, I guess those are good people to teach you.
They're really great, and they're like super patient too.
Cool.
Dad taught her some stuff already. He taught her like how to like throw this sword, and they got really drunk together, and then we all got drunk. It was great.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, she really is.
Dixie will turn to you, Bridget, and she'll say, okay, have you been feeling different lately?
I mean, different from what?
Just like stronger or more magical or... I mean, if you're hanging out with the former Fae King and throwing swords...
I don't think I feel much different than I did when she left.
Okay. I think Dixie will kiss you on the cheek.
Okay. I think Bridget blushes.
Crina smiles really big, but also looks like just a teensy bit sad.
Speaking of teensy bit sad, Wolfe and Donovan, you go to gym class.
Yeah, we do.
Wolfe is very sad. He's more than a teensy bit sad.
I think Mr. H doesn't like the idea of people just running. And he said he pulled out the flag belts, and everyone's playing flag football, and they seem to be having a good time.
Wolf, do you want to play? I have a pass in case you want to just sit and talk.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, if you want to play, you should play. Don't let me stop you.
I mean, I've got the game later, and that's if, I can still play, depending what we need to do. So, it's fine. Let's go sit.
Why wouldn't you be able to play?
In case you want to sit or talk to your mom or something.
Wolfe gives like the smallest of smiles, and he says, I can talk to my mom. I don't want to stop you from things that you need to do,
Well, I figure after school we should go talk with her. I mean, did you let her know? Let me give this pass, and Donovan will take out the pass, the note, and hand it over to Mr. H. If it's okay, we'll just go sit.
Yeah, Mr. H doesn't even take the note. He goes, "Yeah, go sit."
Thank you. And Donovan will cup his hand to Wolf's back and kind of nuzzle into him a bit and walk him over and probably kiss him gently on the neck and kind of smile and say, "Oh, we can just sit and talk. We can just sit and talk."
Okay. Are there people looking at them, other students?
I don't think so. I think everyone's pretty distracted.
Okay, that's good. I mean, Wolfe it doesn't actually change what Wolfe would do or not. I was just curious.
You're the
Oh.
only two who saw the police.
Okay, well, I just didn't know if it was weird that they'd be like, "Oh, why do they get to sit out?" Like,
Yeah, I mean, you
type of-
probably just get a couple of quick looks, like very normal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's Wolfe and Donovan from wherever they were.
Drama.
And I think everyone knows that Donovan got called to the principal's office at one point. But
That's true.
if you
It's
don't
my fault.
pay attention during this game, someone's going to hit you.
yeah. Okay, cool.
I think
So,
Donovan's getting a little touchy as they talk, just to be clear. Getting a little playful, warm, trying to be the Crina, make you feel good, touching. That's
Oh,
always seemed to work for Crina, and Donovan doesn't always do well with that, but he's trying. So I would like to
Interesting.
roll hot.
okay, sure. That's one way to comfort somebody.
that's one way to do it.
We'll see if it works.
He improved.
13.
13's a big number.
I'm learning. Thanks,
Wolf, how would
Crina.
you like to respond to that 13? Would you like to, Well, first of all, you get a string, Donovan.
Enjoy your wolf string for now.
Yeah.
Spend it before you lose it.
Would you like to give yourself, promise something, get embarrassed?
And remember, we're in Gym Wolf.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I think you, as you get kind of touchy with Wolfe, he does kind of give a he does kind of crack a bigger smile, and he kind of chuckles, but he you see his face kind of blush red again, and he kind of like catches your hand to stop it from like getting anywhere too risky, and he's like, maybe we should save it for later, Donovan.
I'm sorry. It's just, it's really nice to be next to you, and I guess I'm just keyed up over everything, and just you're amazing. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Am I going?
No,
My-
it's
to-
okay,
to-
really.
Everyone always seems to like when Crina is very friendly with them, and
Yeah, no, it's
I-
just we're in gym class, and I I don't want Mr. H to have any other reasons to come talk to me. So
yeah, okay. Donovan like scoots over just an inch and like just holds Wolf's hand instead and says, you want to talk about anything specific? What did you tell your mom? I'm sure they're gonna reach out to her, right?
probably, I don't know. I just said that we would talk later.
Okay, and we can do that after school.
Yeah, Does Wolf know if she would be home like after school?
Yeah, she would be.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he'll say, yeah, we can talk to her after school.
They're gonna talk to her, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I know I don't know, but I'm sure it's not going to be easy. So you let me know what you need, and I will do my best to help. I'll try.
I think Wolf squeezes Donovan's hand a little. And he says, I'm just scared because he's gonna know it was me. They're gonna know it was me that told him, and he's gonna be really angry.
Yeah, I know, but he's away, and I'm sure that is scary. I understand where that's come from before, but he's not going to be home, and if we have to do something, and I doubt he can get out, then we'll approach that. Okay, we'll figure it out, and I'm here, and I don't want you to be afraid.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing a good
No,
job of this.
It's okay. It's hard to get used to the idea when I've grown up like this, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was going to try and talk to you about it, and you went and did it on your own, so it's great, and it's tough and sucks, but you should be proud of that. So I know it's going to take time, and I just want to help you and be patient with that, but remember what you've done and taken steps, and that's really good. That's really good.
I think Wolfe nods and he gives Donovan another smile. And he says, "Thanks, Donovan. I'm sorry for dragging you into all of this."
Oh no, you don't have to apologize. Don't apologize. I'm happy to be a part of your life. I mean, think of where I was a few months ago. I wasn't even part of my own.
You really don't think there's something wrong with me?
Nope. You make me a better person. And I need that.
Okay. And I think he will lean in and kiss Donovan on the lips. It's just like a very
A
quick,
sweet
gentle,
kiss.
yeah, sweet kiss. And then he will lean back and just, we don't have to role play this out, but just like completely change the topic, be like, talk about like literally anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I think Donovan quickly talks about like the game and everything else, and
Before, like halfway through class, Wolfe gets a text from his mom, and it says, "I'm on my way home early. The school called me. I love you."
Aw. I think he'll just text back, "I love you too, Mom."
Okay.
Donovan sees that.
I mean, if you're snooping, he's not like trying to like secretly.
Yeah,
Like-
I think I'm snooping. So if I
Okay,
can.
yeah, he's not like trying to hide his phone or anything, so you could definitely probably look.
Donovan just nods.
I think that's a
Donovan.
good place to stop.
Can I do something really, really quick? Just to
Absolutely.
before.
You may.
So I think Kori doesn't actually drive to Donovan's house.
Okay.
Because he realizes something.
Yeah.
And he calls the guidance counselor.
Okay.
Oh.
He had like the smartphone on like the computer, and he's like, on the computer, I mean, in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't want to. Or he tries to call the guidance counselor. Does it go through? Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is Kori. I didn't want to start off like whatever we're doing lying to each other, but I have to go to work. Can't go home.
Oh, the guidance counselor goes, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just don't come to school or go to your parents' house."
Yeah, no, but I don't want to like lie to you. Whatever we're doing here, like this, I don't want to lie.
Okay.
Or like okay,
This is fine.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Big Kori drives to work.
I like that. That's like our super awkward after credit scene for the episode.
He gets there before he's technically supposed to start his shift, and we can
Yeah.
start that next week. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, wait, he has to go to work. He can't just go to Donovan's house.
Oh, that Kori of mine.
Oh, Kori.
Oh, Kori.
Focusing on that important stuff.
I actually really need toilet paper and milk. Can I go to the store? No. Right home.
Right home.
Kitchen is not house arrest.
No, he knows he can go, but it's like he doesn't want to lie to the guy. Have like lied to the guy.
It's very sweet.
I
It's
want
really
to
cute.
enter
It's
this in a
cute,
truthful. I want to enter this in a truthful space.
Kori's such a good helping. He tries
He's
so hard.
trying. He's super
tries
fucked
so
up,
hard.
fam. Like, he's got issues for
You
days.
sure you don't want to just blow town?
Listen, okay,
leave it all
Rob, you don't
behind?
understand how tempted I was to be like, yes, let's go. Bye. Two-parter. We have to now do separate episodes. Like, switch on and off.
Kori's gonna become Nightwing, not even Batman.
Yes. No, listen, I will take Nightwing over Batman.
I was gonna say, I think
like that is a much
I
bigger
think Kay
upgrade.
would prefer.
Yeah.
I was so ready to make a Batman joke and Kori Ward joke, but
Listen, I want it.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to announce? Any announcements this week? No. Okay.
Wait, no, I do.
Whoa!
I remembered because I was like looking up the calendar. I'm like, wait,
Aid, you have a
okay.
thing. Aid.
I've got two things actually.
Okay, tell us.
So on Friday over on Carrion Comfort Studios, I am going to be part of a new game, a new stream that's starting called oh god, here's
Interstellar.
me not even knowing the whole name, but it's like Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War, and it's based on Kingdom Hearts the game,
Cool.
where you mash Square Enix with Disney. And
Alright.
basically, long story short, it's a game all about it's powered by the Apocalypse game.
Nice.
And it's all about forging links with people and using the power of friendship, one might say, using that. So that is on Friday
Okay.
at a time, I think 7:30.
Okay.
I don't know.
That sounds like
Probably
a good time.
7:30 or 8. Over on
No,
Carrion
stream
Comfort
times.
Studios.
I have to ask before you do your second announcement. Are you playing a Disney character?
I am not,
Okay.
but there are Disney characters, kind of. You'll see.
Okay.
I mean, if you've seen the
Kingdom Hearts.
the trailer or the teaser trailer that Nick posted or Wes posted, the characters are Ben Solo from
Ooh.
technically a Disney character.
Yep.
From technically a Disney character.
Yeah. From Star Wars.
Yeah. Practically a Disney princess.
What's her face? San and the wolf from Princess Mononoke.
Okay.
The girl
Because they have
and
the
the wolf.
distribution rights. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Alpha, a chocobo from a Final Fantasy game that I don't know the name of.
Okay.
And I'm playing Sarah Farron from Final Fantasy 13 too.
Okay. All right.
So come watch us make some friends and kill some darkness on Friday, and then on Sunday
Oh,
over on Carrion Comfort Studios, Iron City by Night's coming back.
nice.
So
ready
come
for
watch
Friday.
me play Cry on Main.
I was about to say, but you cried on Maine today.
Yeah, well, Wolf's been through some shit. I think he's allowed to cry on Main.
Everyone cries on Maine sometimes.
But that's it. So it's gonna be a fun weekend for me.
Love it. Yes, Stephanie.
Charm Person Games sales still going on. You book now between now and January 1st, New Year's Day. We'll get you $50 off of any booking. So charmpersongames.com.
You got to jump on that now because next time we're here, it'll be past the date.
Yeah, and we won't have the discount anymore. So somebody gave you cash for Christmas. Now you know how to spend it.
That's right. Pass that cash on. Yes. Anybody else?
I don't know which window Natalie sitting in, or I would point at her too, but I don't know what
Point down. Point down.
down. These two.
I didn't have anything to promote.
No?
I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year and
Yeah.
thank you
Happy New
for
Year.
all the great gaming this year. It's been a very tough year
Mhm.
and much love and happy joy for 2021.
Excellent.
Thank you to all our honey buns for doing this emotional roller coaster and giving
Yes.
and making memes and fan art and fan things about our ridiculous babies.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And when we next see you, honey buns, it won't be fucking 2020.
Yay!
So there's a thing.
This year can finally drink, and it needs to.
Well said.
I don't have a schedule for the week. I didn't get
Who
one.
knows? Just
But-
check back here every night and see what's going on.
Yeah, join
Lots
the
of fun stuff.
Discord
Yeah,
and
check
ask.
check the Discord and the Twitters.
Yeah.
Tweeters.
The Twitters.
Tweets.
And yeah, I think that's good. I think we'll see y'all next week.
Yar.
Okay?
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
We
Goodbye.
like you.
Yeah, heart your faces.
Keep being cool.